Good morning. Happy Wednesday, all empathic, sensitive souls. How's it going this week? Have you tried that three-prong approach? Spending some time in nature, doing some breath work, and saying the mantras. Well, Monday was an insane day. A coworker had fallen and is out for an extended period of time. Another coworker had a family member pass. So the insanity started. I had to take a lot of deep breaths because if I didn't, I felt like I was going to pass out because the panic was so, it was ramping up. Let me put it that way. So, trying to get into nature, Monday was very hot and humid, and then a monster storm rolled through, and it was heavy downpours. So, I couldn't get into nature during the work time, but I had to leave early and take my sister to a doctor appointment, and trying to walk, finding a parking spot first off was impossible, but then making sure that we had to walk fast enough so we didn't get caught in the monsoon rain. We did okay until we had to stop at Costco, and then you know what happens? It starts to rain. But the strange thing was, it was a nice warm rain that we haven't had in a very long time. And so we were like, oh my gosh, this reminds me of being a kid. Because when we were kids, we were outside all the time playing in the rain. Not when it thundered and lightning, no, mom would yell at us, but it was always a warm rain, and it was a light, nice rain. And we would play in the mud puddles with the ducks, and I grew up on a farm, so that was an everyday occurrence, right? But it was so nice to have those memories come flooding back, and the joy and the camaraderie. And we were giggling like little schoolgirls trying to get into Costco before we got monsooned on. Coming home, on the other hand, we got caught in such heavy rain. I had to drive like 20 miles an hour. It was ridiculously heavy. And then on Tuesday, I had most of the day off to take my niece to a doctor appointment. And it was absolutely gorgeous at like 5 o'clock in the morning. And then the heat started in, and it got hot and humid. And I'm like, this nature stuff, I'm kind of having some issues with it. But it was nice to get out, to breathe the fresh air until my allergies kicked in. Whatever. But to do the breath work and to say my mantras in the morning, and especially at work. And I had to keep doing that because the anxiety gets so ramped up there because everybody's worried and everybody's stressed out, and suddenly we've got all extra duties because we're short two people. But I was very proud of myself that I didn't lose it. I didn't go off the deep end. I didn't have a complete meltdown or a shutdown, because that's usually what happens is I start to shut down and I start to withdraw and I keep to myself. I didn't do that this time. And I'm like, okay, there's got to be something to this three-pronged attack. There's got to be something to it. Because it was so beneficial to me to, okay, take it step by step by step. We will get through it. It may take me all day to do it, but I'll get through it. I may be working 10, 12 hours. It doesn't matter. The work will get done. I'm okay. I am safe. I can do this. I've got time. And it seemed to help calm me down, slow my heart rate, and especially counting my breath work. And I know people were looking at me kind of strange when I would breathe in and then I would hold it and then I would and loudly, because you can hear that breath work. And they'd kind of look at me, and I just keep doing it, and I'm counting in my head as I'm doing it, and it helped to calm my nervous system. And it's got to help. If I can calm my nervous system and I go anxiety, panic, bah, it's got to help. Let me know if you tried it. Any bits or pieces or parts of it. Sometimes I can't even come up with a good mantra and I just make them up on the fly. I'm good. I got this. I can do it. I'm not a robot. I'm only a human. I can only do what I can do, and that is good enough. I am good enough. And sometimes that's all it takes is a little pep talk. Try it. Let me know how it works. Let me know if it helps you any. Let me know if you have any tips or tricks that you use. A coworker went for a walk. She goes for a walk every afternoon, but she got caught in the rain. And with the heavy downpours we had, I'm like, no, that's okay. I would have looked like a drowned rat. It would have been a miserable rest of the afternoon sitting in wet clothes. But that's okay. That's her vibe. That's her thing. She likes to do that. Going for walks. If I went for a walk, I would just keep walking and never come back. That, and I know once I leave work, I don't want to come back in. It's very hard for me to do so because it's like, I'm free, and I take off running and I'm not coming back to that. So that's hard for me, but opening the window helps. I just have to do it early in the morning before the heat and the humidity starts in, because then it gets sticky and hot and then it's miserable at work. But let me know if any of those work for you. Keep me posted. Post it in the comments. Let me know if it works. Take care. Bye for now.